It's the guy, young Montu-Ra. We're back, kids. What's up, my guys and goddesses? You know what time it is. It's the guy, young Montu-Ra, young seer, young sorcerer, young oracle. I'm musician, artist, producer, and DJ, and a few other things. Yes. Back in the heart of nature, tapping in with the mother goddess energy. We got the full moon in Scorpio, this pink moon. Man, I'm feeling the energy coming back finally. I know we've all had a crazy Mercury retrograde. It's coming to an end. And it's going to be back in the shadow phase again before it makes its way forward. But at the end of the day, I want people to know about this full moon. It's going to be starting at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:49 p.m. PST, 12:49 a.m. tomorrow UK time, and 1:49 CEST time. So we got this full moon in Scorpio. You know, the full moon is always about culmination and the promise of fulfillment of that which we started in the new moon. So that's why we're always doing these new moon rituals. We're always tapping in, but this is an emotional time, like we talked about. Just this whole eclipse season, Mercury retrograde, tons of planets in the Aries energy getting tapped into our midheavens. But this is a revelation, I believe. You know, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling the energy. My energy is coming back. We're having that conviction on where we want to be in our life, getting to the path, breaking these different modes, breaking these bondages, breaking these cycles, breaking out of the box. And this is with tenacity. We're getting piped up again. And there's a lot of tension and paranoia and even resistance to change. And we talked a lot about this transformation. We've all been going through these crazy changes. Me personally, you all know my story, and we're still in it. Well, we're starting to evolve out of it into that and onto that new path. So we have to know this energy is squaring with Pluto. We talked about Pluto in opposition with Leo with that full moon a few months back. So this Taurus-Scorpio that we've talked about a lot even last year is, I want people to understand, Taurus, we're having this time, this access between Taurus and Scorpio, where Taurus is all about yours, right? You know what's mine, and then Scorpio is about what's yours. This is going to emphasize the concept of the form of Taurus versus the transformation of Scorpio. So Taurus deals with the matter, the physical, personal values, materials, possessions, and that security, while the Scorpio energy is about destruction of the form, breaking things down, transformation, change. So this is going to encourage us, while the sun is in Taurus, is that to keep things simple, be grateful for the things that are tangible. But also this full moon is going to draw our attention to the complexities and the intangibles, the unknown, the mysteries. We're diving deep, but neglecting either of these accesses can kind of backfire on us. So obviously we're going to talk about staying balanced with these two energies. But this full moon is about an emotional declaration, like something has been building inside of us for quite some time. And this is time for us to demand the cosmos to let it out. You know, so over the next few weeks, we will discover what that declaration kind of means to us. You know, for now, it's been an emotional uphill battle that we've all been facing. And I do believe this full moon is going to help us to look into the sky to illuminate our lives in the most positive way. But these revelations, you know, are bursts to our consciousness, right? I've had a ton of dreams that I can actually remember, which is crazy because I hardly ever do. But I believe while this full moon is intense, we're getting back our passion. We're getting back our desires. We're getting back things on a personal, deep level, a spiritual level that is motivating our desire to get to the bottom of things, motivating us to read between the lines, to understand how the Most High is actually working in our favor. And that is something easier said than done, even for my own personal life. I'm like, what the fuck is going on sometimes? But we have to know when things don't work out, when things don't go how we think they should, it's because they're not supposed to. I've had a ton of opportunities in this past year that just didn't line up. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. It just one thing didn't line up for me. But at the end of the day, it was mostly about me understanding that this is a time for us to eliminate our fears and limiting habits. You know, this can be an intimate and passionate time for us to avoid any of these kind of manipulative tactics on our own self, our own brooding, our own self-sabotage, our own suspiciousness of our life and how we think things should go. But I do believe this full moon is going to favor the intimate issues in our relationships, us psychoanalyzing our own mind and doing our own research, because we are getting rid of these old habits. And it's tough, even for me personally, getting rid of old habits that worked for us in the past but we can't take to the future, getting rid of old relationships or old people or old situations that we want to take with us but we just can't, because we know we have to move forward. And this can be challenging for us, being in that void stage to where it hasn't happened yet, but our old self is gone, but our new self still hasn't showed up. And at the end of the day, this is something that the Scorpio full moon is helping us to rebirth our life, transition from who we were to who we will be and who we are in this present moment. So I want everybody out there to know we are at the precipice of a fucking global transformation, a global consciousness that we are going to tap into. I'm already tapped into it. I felt it yesterday, and I definitely can feel it right now. Much love to everybody out there. It's the God Young Montu-Ra, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.